All right, the second example, it says Frank planned a round-trip flight from Oklahoma City to Indianapolis. Here is Frank's flight itinerary. So an itinerary is just a schedule. It's a list of events and when they're supposed to happen. So if I look at this particular chart, I can see depart and arrive. Depart is when a flight takes off. Arrive is the time that a flight gets there. So we can see August 22nd, Frank was going to depart or leave Oklahoma City at 6:11 a.m. and he was going to arrive in Chicago at 8:09 a.m. August 22nd, Chicago, leaving Chicago at 9:43 a.m., arriving at Indianapolis at 10:38 a.m., and so forth. Okay, so it says Frank needs to change planes on his way to Indianapolis and on his way back to Oklahoma City. Okay, so let's see what that means. If he's leaving Oklahoma City at 6:11 a.m. on August 22nd, he's arriving in Indianapolis at 10:38 a.m. Okay, but he doesn't fly directly from Oklahoma to Oklahoma City to Indianapolis. He has to stop in Chicago and change planes. Okay, so in which cities does he change planes? Oops, I think I just answered one of those. How much time does Frank have in the schedule to make those plane changes? Okay, so we can see he does stop in Chicago. That's one of the cities that he changes planes. But what about on his way back home? He leaves Indianapolis going back to Oklahoma City. He has to stop in St. Louis. Okay, so the two cities that he changes planes in, Chicago and St. Louis. Second part of the question, how much time does Frank have in the schedule to make those plane changes? Well, let's see. In Chicago, he gets there at 8:09 a.m. and has to be on the next flight at 9:43 a.m. So how much time has passed between 8:09 and 9:43? Okay, so we have 8:09 and 9:43. How much time has passed there? Well, I go from 8:09 to 9:09. That's 1 hour. And then, to 9:09. That's 1 hour. And then from 9:09 to 9:43, we have 34 minutes. Okay, so how long did it take him to change planes in Chicago? 1 hour and 43 minutes. What about St. Louis? St. Louis, he arrives 11:03 and gets back on a plane to leave for Oklahoma City at 12:04. So how much time from 11:03 to 12:04? So 11:03 to 12:03 is 1 hour, and then we have 1 extra minute. So we have 1 hour and 1 minute.